Steve here, and I'm at the Quail Motorsports Gallery in 2023 with my friend Randy Carlson here. Randy's well known for finding some of the most amazing Barnfind cars I've ever seen, and I think this could be possibly your greatest find.
It's definitely up there.
It's up there. I mean, what do we have here? This is a rather obscure car. It's a Mercedes-Benz, but I've never seen one quite like this one.
Well, there's only one of them. It's a total one-off. It's a coach-built body that's based on a 1940 320 chassis. It left the factory as a Pullman limousine, long wheelbase limousine,
wow.
And then post-war it was rebuilt by the coach builder Rometsch in Berlin, and they did this kind of sport cabriolet body on it. And then it made it to New Mexico in the 1950s. And I'm still trying to figure out whose hands had the wheel at that point. And then from New Mexico, it went to Michigan, and then was stashed in a barn in the 60s.
Wow.
Until I pulled it out 2 years ago.
In Michigan?
In Michigan, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so I've noticed you've chose to leave this car unrestored. I mean, I guess it wasn't running. You got it running and left it alone. I really love that. It's a time capsule. It's a piece of history. What made you decide to just leave it alone?
Well, I mean, finding a car like this is everybody's dream. You know, every car guy's dream wants to see some amazing thing in a barn, and it stirs up some passion with it in original form. So I thought it's well worth trying to get it running and driving the way that it is, bring it out and share it with everybody, and then, you know, somewhere in the future maybe it gets restored or not. But you know, it would take years and years and hundreds of thousands of dollars to restore it right, and that would take a lot of joy out of it. You know, the discovery is something you want to share with everybody, and it's best to do it in as found condition.
Yeah. Did you find any interesting artifacts in the car? A lot of times these cars you find like little clues to the past sometimes.
Well, there wasn't a whole lot in there. There were some little scraps of paper with German writing and stuff on them, and the glove box were kind of cool. I don't really know what they were. But what's been really, really interesting to me is to try to research the history of it, the history of the designer that was behind it, you know, how it ended up where it ended up. And it's been a spectacular trip, meeting all sorts of people around the world, trying to put all the puzzle pieces together.
That's part of the fun, isn't it? Doing the research.
Oh yeah.
And trying to discover your kind of the detective, automotive archaeologist that you are.
Right. No, exactly. You know, I call it carchaeology.
Yeah.
And it's really studying all of that.
Yeah.
And it's and that's fun. I mean, I was so obsessed with it, especially when I first got the car. I'd stay up all night and search the internet and find all sorts of, you know, rabbit holes to dive down, and that was an extreme treat for me. Really, really fun.
Yeah, and make sure to check out Randy's YouTube channel. And what's the channel called?
It's called Carchaeology. So archaeology with a C on the front of it.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of videos of the Mercedes when we found it, as well as the first start, which was really a spectacular thing. Lots of smoke and things like that. It was a very exciting day to hear that thing fire up.
Yeah, I've been watching the progress of the car on your YouTube channel. It's a great channel. I encourage everybody to go subscribe to it and check out this and a lot of other really cool cars that Randy finds. It's just so much fun. So, I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me.
My pleasure, Steve. Absolutely. No, nice to see you out here, without a doubt.
Yeah, we'll go take a closer look at this amazing Barnfind car. See you next time.
You bet.
In the garage.